What's going on, everybody? James Hicks here with another edition of Infotainment News Live. We are waiting for the rest of the crew to join in, so bear with me as I get the logistics together. It's a little early. We're actually going to start early tonight. We were supposed to start at 7:30, but a lot of interest and a lot of people chiming in wanting us to start a little bit earlier. So let's get things going here. I'm actually going to try to get Meerkat. James Hicks here with another edition. Oh, hold on. Let me shut me up. There we are. All right, there we go. I see we got one viewer trying to get everyone who is going to be a moderator tonight online. So bear with us as we get everybody here. If you want to join us on camera, please chime in, activate your camera, and I will definitely get you on the screen as well. See, we've got a couple of viewers already. Again, just waiting for my co-hosts for the evening to jump on. If you guys as well want to get online, get on screen, don't be shy, don't be bashful. Turn on your webcam, and I will definitely bring you on camera as well for our lively discussion. Folks that are online, can you see me in the chat there as well? Resend out the links so everyone can join without a problem. There. There is the link for those who want to join and get actually on screen. We're getting there, folks. We're getting there. Everyone seems to be camera shy, trying to get folks to turn on their webcam and put their best face forward here. There's going to be no fun at all if I'm just sitting here talking to myself, right? You know what? All right, folks are slowly coming in. I see we got a few more viewers. Welcome. But again, let's make this interactive. Let's make this entertaining. We'd love to see some of the audience chime in either with some questions via chat. Holy smokes! Then I get the phone call. All right, let's see what we got here.
Okay, hold on one second. Your mom's trying to figure out how to get on.
All right. Here we got some people trying to figure out how to use this technology and how to get on. Hold on one second. If you're having problems with the video, chime in, type something into the chat window so I can see if you're having issues with that. Maybe I can do some computer diagnostics for you poor PC users out there. That's what I'm gonna blame it on. You know, I'm over here running the MacBook Pro. That's how we're supposed to get down. Got the chat window open. Just more viewers. Welcome to the show. But again, if you sitting in front of your webcam, definitely activate that so we can make some things happen here and go live. I know I'm slightly earlier than originally planned, but some of our East Coast attendees wanted us to start a little bit earlier, so definitely want to oblige those folks who are already half in bed. All right, looks like we got one of our hosts getting ready to join. Just resent them the link, so hopefully we'll get something going here. Another viewer. Shouts out to you. I see you out there on Hang With as well, right? We multi-dual streaming here. Got all kinds of things going off. Trying to get Meerkat, trying to get Periscope, trying to get Hang With because we want to represent them as well. They're doing some great things. So wanted to get that going, to get that functionality working, especially now that they've got the digital ticket. And today is really kind of a run through to see how that new functionality works. Pardon me, YouTube. I'm looking directly into the Hang With screen right now. But yeah, shouts out to them. Shouts out to our man Corey Sanders, who goes by the name of Tall Boy. Check him out on Hang With as well. I am Tall Boy. He's got a fantastic channel running. He's part of our overall Hicks New Media team. He's in Atlanta. We send him out to every type of entertainment event that there is, and he is making big things happen. So I'm glad to have him as part of the team, and glad to have you guys on with us as well. So I see you out there Hang With. I see the folks out here on Google Hangouts, just waiting for folks to chime in on the actual Hangout itself. I got folks looking, but nobody's getting on camera. What is up with that? Don't be scared. Don't be scared. Since we do have folks online, especially over here, I'm not going to fire Periscope until I get my host on. But I see folks over here on Hang With. You got any questions? Definitely type those in. The agenda for today, we are going to be talking some technology aspects, what's happening from that side, especially wearable and new technology. We're going to talk a little bit about sports. NFL is coming up. We're going to talk a little bit about how bad Ronda Rousey is kicking everybody's tail. So get your thoughts and feelings on that, and just go around the horn, right? Talk to folks about what's going on in their lives. So I'm in sales, so I can sit here and talk to myself all day, but that's no fun for anybody. You see, I got the DirecTV jumping off in the back with the sports mix. Ladies and gentlemen, there's somebody from that side, especially wearable and new technology. We're going to talk a little. John Scott, there you are, sir. Might want to put some headphones on. I see we got a little bit of an echo, a little bit of delay going.
Happy to do that. Give me just a second.
Look at you, man. You look good too, though. God dang.
I wanted to see what was up with you. That's why I'm here.
You know that. Hold on. Now that we finally got some folks here, I'm gonna go ahead and start this other stream. I was having problems with Meerkat. I'm trying to represent the company, right? And I can't, and it won't even work. And maybe because I'm running the beta version of iOS 9, so it may be some of my fault too. So,
can you hear me better now?
You sound fantastic as always. Well, give me 1 second here. Let me hashtag. ITN Live. Throw the catch in there. There we are. Would have helped that I flipped the camera. I was I was recording off of Periscope and I had it facing towards the wall. That's all that. Folks on Periscope, how you doing? I see you. Shouts out to you. I know I'm wearing this Meerkat shirt. That may be a little paradox for you, but I tried to get Meerkat working. It didn't work, so we'll have to try it again. But now we're on Periscope. We are on Hang With. We are on Google Hangouts as well. We've got my man John Scott online. Sir, talk to us a little bit about yourself as we wait for a couple of our other contributors to jump in as well. How you doing, man?
I'm doing great, thank you. I'm a fan of yours. I'm about a half hour away from you in the Sacramento area, and I'm interested to see what's going on with you. So I thought I'd come say hi tonight.
So you are a half hour away. So that means you're not in San Francisco tonight, which is a good thing. We should do a full disclaimer though. So tell the folks about who you are and again the relationship that you have with Hicks New Media. We've covered some of your efforts before. We follow you. We're a big fan, big supporter of your efforts. But again, there's folks that are jumping on and chiming in now. So let's tell them exactly who John Scott is.
I'm a teacher in the graduate program in the School of Multimedia Communications at Academy of Art University in San Francisco. And I wrote a book, and James wrote a little blurb on the dust jacket of my book.
Where is it? Hold on.
And I am forever grateful to him for doing that. And I have written a couple of articles for the blog. Been quiet for a while, but I thought, I haven't seen James for a while, and I thought it would be good just to see what he has to say tonight.
I was looking for it. I don't know where it is, but what's up with that, man? Maybe did I just have the digital copy or what?
Well, if you don't have an analog copy, I'm going to give you one.
Well, see, ladies and gentlemen, we are making things happen right now live on ITN Live. So I love that good stuff. Appreciate you, sir. Tonight was going to be just a rekindling of ITN Live, the Infotainment News Live. We've done them in the past, and we've typically had just a roundtable discussion about technology, discussion about current events, about sports, and things of that nature. We haven't done it in a while, and I wanted to try a couple of new platforms, and we're having these technical disruptions, so I'll definitely write about that later on. But talk to us a little bit about what you're doing from a technology perspective. I know you're teaching the youngsters out there, the college students, but talk to us a little bit about what you're talking to them in terms of managing and going through this digital landscape.
Well, my class is about evolving media platforms. Partially, it's a history class, but we spend a lot of time looking forward. I've thought about doing Meerkat or Periscope shots during class. There's privacy issues. There's all kinds of things we need to work out. We talk about professionalizing the streaming, the live broadcasting experience, how to make the shots look good, how to light it well. There's a lot of great stuff to talk about, and it's very exciting. As you know, James, you and I could sit and spend 4 hours every morning just reading as to what happened yesterday, and we're still never going to catch up. But that's kind of the exciting part, is to just discover all of the great things that people and companies and startups are doing,
right,
how we talk to each other. I know that love this stuff, and I do too. And it's fun to talk to the students about it. They're much less engaged with really current stuff than you think they would be. A lot of this is new to them.
Yeah.
But when we tell them about it, they get a little interested in it. And it's fun to, chop it up with them about these new ways that we talk with each other.
I love that. Appreciate that. I mean that's the real thing. Staying in front of it, staying abreast of what's going on. There's a lot of platforms that are coming out that are trying to do similar types of things. Again, that's why we've got 4 or 5 screens going here right now. You can't be on all of them. You can try to be on all of them, but which one is relevant for you, either as an individual or you as a business, right? So that's kind of one thing that we'd like to talk to as well here over at Hicks New Media. Before I go any further, I see Mr. Emmett Hill is online. Ladies and gentlemen, all the way from the East Coast. Let's talk to some of these folks. Emmett, how are you, sir?
I'm fine. How are you, sir?
Oh man, we just doing it. I got Mr. John Scott online, another good friend of mine. So this is almost like a family reunion here, because we got my people online here that know about this and know about that. Emmett, or I've never called you Emmett in all the years I've known you. Toby.
Right.
I'm gonna call him Toby. His mama call him Toby. I'm gonna call him Toby. Tell the folks that are watching what you do, where you are. Give them a little 3-second synopsis for the folks listening, and for Mr. Scott as well, so he can get it.
I'm in Kennesaw, Georgia right now. I'm a high school football and track coach at Allatoona High School.
Huh? I like that. So you just said you're doing track as well.
Yes.
We didn't know that. So I don't want to jump too far all the way around the avenue, because John and I were talking about technology, and I know that you as well have to start taking advantage of technology and what it is that you do. How are you doing that, right? From a track perspective, from a football perspective, I know you've got all of the scouting videos and things like that for all of your running backs, because you still coaching running backs, or you coaching the whole team?
Right. Running backs.
Because you want to break down film and things like that. How are you starting to take advantage of new technology when it comes to your track athletes and your running backs?
Right now with track stuff, we mostly use MileSplit, because that's who does the timings of each event, and it's the easiest way to get everybody's pretty much who we know we're going against from meet to meet, what times are looking like, what we need to shoot for as far as training our guys and getting them ready for the next meet. Football-wise, we use Huddle for filming and just helping those guys see what we need to do for either practice or games. And just as far as like communicating with the guys, there's so many different ways to try to communicate with kids now, because none of them really, sometimes they use text, sometimes they're using Twitter or Snapchat or whatever else. It's multiple ways that you got to try to keep up with these kids today.
Right now, so that's a good segue, right? So are you finding it challenging when you've got a lot of your athletes that are using this technology incorrectly? Right? We know about all these folks that are in the public eye that are, you got folks at school, everybody's looking at the athletes, they want to hang out with the quarterback, they want to hang out with the running back. Are they abusing some of this technology, and do you have to talk to some of the athletes about, the don't press send kind of thing?
You do. We've had a few incidences last season where they might know kids on other teams, so it's always something being said back and forth with guys trying to get the upper hand or just trying to get in somebody else's head. And some of these guys are just sometimes too quick to speak, or they don't know how to take things with a grain of salt as far as when it's preparing for a game week to week. And even with the guys in general, you got fans that are on different chat sites and stuff like that want to chime in and be a part of the whole deal, knowing they're not going to be on the field, but they still want to be a part of the action.
Yeah. Interesting. So you mentioned Snapchat, thing like that. So because I follow some of the athletes. One of the large things that we did a few years ago here on Infotainment News, we interviewed a lot of Olympians, and we were doing these types of things at Google Hangouts. We were doing all kinds of interviews with them. But like I follow like Lolo Jones, and God bless her, and I love her. She's fast, she's good, but every moment she's out there on Snapchat. I mean, you're supposed to be training. Get off of the social media, folks. Toby and John, how do you feel about that again? I mean, John, do you have folks in class that are sitting there in front of their phones instead of paying attention to the lesson? I know it's part of the curriculum of what you're teaching, but are you finding issues with that?
Almost every student that we have now at school is a active smartphone user, has probably 5 or 6 different either chat or social apps on their phone. We think of the young as being expert, like they know how to use all this stuff and they know why people use it. It's simply not true at all. They're at user level with these networks. They post, they chat, they talk, they do all of the things. They have their cliques, their friends, their groups, but they don't. What amazes them most is when we talk about why did you tweet that? Why did you post that?
Yeah.
Those are things that astonish them. When we talk about the decision-making process, how do I make myself look respectable in front of my friends, credible in front of my peers? Those are things that a lot of people don't think of. And as you know, we've seen enough drunk tweets to know that people people do not think, and they should think.
Yeah.
They really should.
Hey guys, my screen, is it hung? Does it show my face, or does it show me still getting up out of the chair? I see a little.
Right now, all I see is your name.
Is that right? Come on now, I got fiber running to the house, and what's going on with my Google Hangout session? We're gonna have some complaints about that. Let's keep along the sports line. One of the topics that we were going to have tonight as well was the the NFL draft and the NFL season coming up. A lot of things going on. We'll get to baseball too, John. I know you're a big baseball man, so we're going to talk a little. We're going to talk a little Giants. We're going to talk a little Mets, a little Cubs, and all that good stuff too. But what do you guys think about what's going on? Maybe just from the overall sports perspective, right? I mean, there's athletes that are doing good. There's athletes that have been doing not so good, either on the field or off the field at the professional level. You guys got any early predictions for this season?
I don't know if I have any early predictions, but I kind of like what John was talking about with the social media aspect. A lot of the athletes right now, especially agents, are getting smart about trying to figure out who's making what, so it'll be a lot easier to work on contracts and getting guys paid probably more than what they should get paid there. So it's more of a ready information with them right now, and they get it so quick when somebody signs a contract that they can walk right in to an owner and say, so and so just made this, so I think we're at that level. This is what we should make.
It's really amazing how fast information travels now. I love football. It's baseball season right now, so I'm kind of into that. But I was thinking of the New York Mets shortstop, whose fans told him he had been traded during the game, the guy who was crying on the field.
Oh, yes.
Okay, so the information traveled so fast that somebody tweeted there's a report that he's out. Wilmer Flores, that guy.
Right.
So he finds out while he's playing his position. He doesn't even get to go into the dugout. I mean, it was a public relations disaster. But this stuff goes so fast now, information between agents, players, management. It's unbelievable. And I felt really bad for that guy, too.
Yeah.
He just standing out there hanging out to dry on national television and global social media.
Yeah. I mean, he's crying out there. You know, we see him. We all feel bad for the whole situation. It was just not good at all. But and then what was it, the next night? He hits did he hit a walk-off home run or something? And then he hit a home run or something. So he may have some clout when it comes to contract negotiations next time around. Yeah, he just for the grief and the undue hardship from that perspective. So.
I'm interested, Emmett, do you counsel your players about social media usage and try to advise them on things they should and shouldn't say?
I try to, but a lot of times with high school kids, sometimes it's in one ear and out the other. But I try to get them to understand, especially now, like our juniors and seniors, just to be smart about what you're putting out there. Who you're hanging with and the things that you do, especially on social media, because recruiters are checking that stuff out. And they want to make sure that you're a viable candidate for their program. If they see you doing dumb stuff now, then they figure that you might not be worth the time.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. You know, let me let's see here. I see that we've got Marvin Stark that just joined. Marvin, I just muted you, man, because what are you? I think you're on the flight line or something. You're gonna have to unmute yourself, man. We want to make sure that we get because he's still on the clock, right? The rest of us we've already checked out for the evening. Let's see, Marvin, you're gonna have to unmute yourself, man, because I'm just going. That's terrible. Huh? I just kicked him off. Rude. And I still don't know why my video isn't playing. We've got folks that are jumping on from all over the place. I apologize again, everyone, for this kind of the haphazard, but we've got 5 streams going. Literally, maybe that's what's going on. Maybe that's why I can't get going. My Periscope and my Hang With and my Google. And I've got this other platform called, what was it called there? Crowdscope or Crowdscale. They're going to kill me because they're actually the new company I'm trying to work with to get going. Crowdcast. So I've got them going on another screen, but right now we got Toby and we got John. For me, from the sports perspective and the football perspective, I'm diehard Steelers. I want them to do something right. I want Coach Tomlinson to do something with this group of characters that he's got. But I don't know. I don't know. I think Russell Wilson is a bad man. You give him his money now, it's going to be dangerous. Tom Brady, we can say all we want about what's going on, and did he have anything to do with it? Yeah, he has something to do with it. but the New England Patriots, that's a bad team too. That's gonna be hard to stop. They're always in the postseason for some reason. So,
James, I threw up an image on Facebook today. I took screenshots of the logos of all the popular soap operas on television, and then I put the NFL logo right in the middle of it all. Young and the Restless and the General Hospital and the NFL. Perhaps General Hospital is a better soap opera experience, I would argue, than the National Football League right now. The public relation, it's a nightmare. It's a mess that the commissioner's office is dealing with. We're talking about a lot of stuff that, I don't know. People do care about it a little bit, but it's a lot of non-football stuff, and it's a distraction. I don't care for it all that much.
Yeah, I say it's more like a telenovela.
Yeah, exactly. Except with grown men who ought to know better.
Grown men. It's unfortunate that so many of the guys are in trouble for whatever reason, doing what they shouldn't be doing. But I still think overall it's a great fraternity. I mean, there's more good than bad coming out of it, and it's still we still pay for it. Right, we're still going to watch it, and no other sport is going to compare to it in this country, right? So now back to baseball. Baseball is going on 162 games a season. We just got back from an A's game last night. Nobody was in the stands, John. Nobody.
Describe nobody.
I mean, it was. So our seats were directly in center field, and there were just patches of blank areas. It was about a third full in Oakland Coliseum. The Orioles, they were playing the Orioles. The Orioles have had better seasons, but they still got decent players, and the A's are a good. They call themselves the green collar team, but they're a good blue collar team, right? So we like the A's, and but no one was there. When I go to a Giants game, oh my God, it's elbow to elbow. But true, a lot of times I'm kicking it up in the suite there. Shouts out to HP there for letting me have access to the suite once in a while. But again, it's because they got the rings though, right? That's why folks are there. And in San Francisco, you work there. Whole different type of demographic, especially when you're talking about how much people are willing to pay for entertainment, sports, whatever the case may be, right?
I never had any problem with the A's. I'm not an A's hater. I'm more of a Giants fan. I'm actually a Cubs fan because I'm from the Midwest, but I've lived here forever, so I follow the Giants. But I feel sorry for the A's fans. I know that Billy Beane has done everything that he can do. His checkbook's only so big, and the Fishers, the ownership group of the Athletics, they just can't work with the city, and it's they make it very tough to be a fan of that team. They just get rid of Ben Zobrist, they get rid of their best pitcher. It stinks for fans, and they bring their signs, they bring their drums, they bring their energy. I got to admire it, and they've been given a lot of reasons not to do any of those things, and good on those folks, few as they are, for showing up.
Yeah. You been to any Braves games, Tony?
Not this season. We went last season. Schedule-wise, it's always hectic because my youngest was playing baseball this summer, so he was doing travel baseball.
Okay.
Matter of fact, probably last week sometime we just got done with the Dizzy Dean World Series tournament.
Talk to us about that. Talk to us about that.
It was a good experience, I think, for the kids. We played some pretty good teams. Didn't do all that well, but like I say, it was a chance for them to get exposure. We were in South Haven, Mississippi. It's probably about 20 minutes south of Memphis. So, I mean, it was in that sense, it was good to get some Memphis barbecue there.
There's always something good to going out and hanging out at these sports events. We got to eat. Somebody want to eat.
Oh, I used to live in Memphis. I know about that barbecue. It's the best.
Oh, yeah. I was going to say kudos to you being a Cubs fan. My son is. He was born in Chicago.
So will the Cubs be in his DNA now, or?
He is a Cubs fan. He's kind of a homer type kid. That's so like it's because he was born there. He likes University of Illinois. And he likes Chicago, the Cubs there.
Funny to see what's going on with the Braves in a stadium. They're moving to Cobb County, I guess, right?
Yeah.
Oh yes, yeah.
That's crazy.
Oh, very, very, very much crazy because where they're putting it is just going to add more traffic to a spot that is just ridiculous with traffic in the mornings.
Traffic in Atlanta is lovely many times, right?
Huh?
Traffic in Atlanta is perfect, right? You can just go.
Oh, yeah. Wonderful.
Nothing like I-80 here, right? And even trying to get in San Francisco, right downtown. So what's the ticket price though for like for a Hawks game or A's or a Braves game or something? Because I just want to kind of compare that to like what we pay for an A's, a Giants, or I guess we should say something about Sacramento Kings too. They try to do something, but they still have a squad. So.
I would think with the success that the Hawks just had, some of that stuff is going to go up now.
Yeah.
Because in the beginning of the season, it was probably easy to get a ticket, but as the season went on, it started to get harder and harder. Because a lot of times, I look at the schedule and they set up the packages or whatever, saying like certain teams are going to come in and certain stars are going to come in, but depending on the time of year, a lot of times, like if Kobe or LeBron's supposed to be coming in, a lot of times when they play Atlanta, they might sit out that game, and you just don't get that same experience.
Everybody comes to see the other team come in, or comes to see the star from the other team. But no, that's human nature. That's what we do. I know.
Oh yeah.
Greg Popovich likes to sit them.
Tickets, huh?
Greg Popovich likes to sit his guys sometimes.
Oh yeah,
that could be very annoying to the home crowd.
Yeah. He's not bashful about doing that either. So still along the sports line, I wanted to talk about something that's kind of relevant as well. So this past couple of months, I've gotten into Miss Ronda Rousey. Man, have you seen her last two fights?
I saw the one before that.
All of 60 seconds, right?
Ronda is one of those once in a lifetime athletes because she really hones her craft and she takes everything she does seriously. And it's not, in my opinion, it's not going to her head like you would see with some of the guys out there now. And she takes fights.
Right.
It's not a case of where something's always wrong with her. She doesn't want to fight this person or that person. And I think she's really a blueprint of what some athletes should be.
Wow.
And she is a poster kid for MMA. doing more to make more people aware of the sport than anyone I've thought of lately.
Yeah.
I'm not a big MMA guy, but I know a lot about Ronda Rousey, and for a good reason.
Yeah,
Right.
she's just knocking folks out left and right. I think she's gonna do something with Mayweather here. You know, she's gonna shut him down too. He keeps talking trash, so she's gonna knock Floyd down.
Cause
Would that be fun to watch?
Uh,
I mean, would that be enjoyable? Do you think it would get a huge crowd? I mean, the likelihood of it's happening, I couldn't even say, but would, for you guys, would it be fun to watch that?
I just because I think it's a no-win situation in something like that. If you had some type of celebrity type deal where he was showing her how to box and she was showing him how to do some judo stuff, it'd be probably cool, but you'd probably never see him in somewhat of a serious fight type atmosphere.
Yeah,
Because it's so many other guys that.
hopefully he never actually hit her, right? I mean, come on.
Right. But I mean, honestly, I think she could take it because I don't know if Floyd really has knockout power. Though.
That's true.
She might be able to take him.
Yeah, I would think so because she'd probably be able to get in on. That's one thing about boxers. I watch it. He does like to clinch, but in a case to where MMA fighters like to clinch and they want to get inside on you, that'd be a bad deal for him.
Yeah.
All right. So you got folks that are still trying to join in, and did you guys have issues joining in with the link, or was it pretty straightforward for you to see the link, go to it, and start up your webcam?
I'm using my phone right now. I'm using that Hangout app.
Look at that. See that?
I'm sitting at the big desk. I didn't have any problem.
Well, you're a professional, though, sir, right? You are an accredited professional from the San Francisco State. Talk to me about. Let's see. Let's go down the entertainment route now, since this is ITN Live for Infotainment News. Let's talk about what kind of movies you guys are going to check out. I know we got probably some different tastes here, but I'd love to hear what you guys are going to go see this summer, or that you've already seen. So I'll start with you.
Hadn't really had a chance to go to the movies really that much. I think the last thing we saw was what's that, Inside Out, the animated movie there.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know. But I know someone who would probably know about that. Ladies and gentlemen, Lance Gilliland is on the line. My co-editor, Infotainment News, the man behind the scenes. Thank you for joining us, sir. Thank you for joining us. It's been a busy day for you as well. You jumped in right at the right time.
Yeah, I've been trying to get on for a while. For some reason, that link didn't work so well, but the last one you sent worked out just fine. So thank you.
I don't want to hear that. There, you already missed the whole Steelers conversation, the whole football conversation. We've already moved to a whole new topic now.
I know. I heard part of it, and I think they're going to do something. Have you been following their camp, man? They look good.
No, we can't go back now. No, see, Toby talked about. We talking movies now. Now, are you familiar with the movie you was talking about?
Man, trying to think of the latest movie.
He doesn't know. See that? He's dodging the question. See that?
I did not see Inside Out. My kids saw and they loved it. So I can say that much.
John, it's kind of confusing for us because we just moved from Minnesota a couple of years ago.
Yeah, you got the hills do stay pretty active, and you get a lot of flight mileage and a lot of gas mileage. You guys need to stay somewhere. Like, you need to come back over here.
Right. We do need to get back over that way just to visit at least.
That's right. John, what about you, man? What's the last thing you got to see that you liked? Right? I mean, talk to both of them. One that you liked and that you didn't like. Because I got one for sure that I did not like and I want to talk about. But tell us what you liked.
I'm getting a little tired of the superhero movies. And as a person of a certain age, I'm wondering when Hollywood might start making movies for grown-ups again. But, I mean, as long as Marvel keeps cranking them up, as long as there's an Ant-Man and a Fantastic Four, there's that dreadful Pac-Man Eats New York City Adam Sandler joint.
Oh yeah.
I don't even know what that is. But I got to tell you something. I missed this movie when it was new, but I needed a student to watch it to do her final. For the end of the semester, we watched Her, and that was a crazy movie.
Okay.
And have you seen it?
No, no. Is it independent or?
Guy falls
Oh.
in love with his phone basically, and starts talking to Siri, and likes the sound of her voice and can't live without her.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I remember that. That looked too. Yeah, that looks kind of freaky to me. I didn't want to mess with that.
The premise of that
The
film,
Joaquin Phoenix.
yes.
Right.
The
Right.
premise of that film, just the way I explained it, you'd go, well, that's stupid. But then I watched it, and our relationship with our devices. We
Yeah.
talk about this,
Yeah.
we read about it, we talk about it in class all the time. And the student did a final about a virtual boyfriend. What if she could have a virtual guy who just did everything she wanted him to do? And I said, well, that would make you very happy, I'm sure. I said, watch the movie Her, and I'll watch it with you. So yeah, it was kind of cool. I gotta say.
All right. So did you give her a passing grade on the final there, or did you C minus?
She sent me her draft. The semester ended yesterday. I think she's going to be fine.
All right. You don't want to have any breaking news here online, right? Just start giving grades
Oh, no, I can break it.
before the end of the
pass.
semester, right?
She's going to pass. She's good.
Good stuff.
I haven't seen that one. The only one like it that I saw was the Ex Machina.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Ex Machina. Yeah.
Did you like
What was
it?
that? Yeah, I thought the premise was kind of interesting. I will say that I personally didn't like the way it ended, but I don't want to give away any spoilers. Yeah, I thought trying to develop a true AI and then trying to test that AI and put that into a robot's body that looks real. It was interesting because I think we are not that far away from that type of technology. So how are we going to deal with that when we get there? And what is that technology going to think of humans and what are they going to do if they become actually sentient? So it's an interesting moral conversation.
Is there any like gender stereotype? Because she's sort of attractive, right?
Yeah.
She's a good-looking robot.
Hey.
Right. No, the actress who plays her and then the robot itself is physically attractive, and I think that played into the whole storyline because I think the robot realized the thing, whatever you want to call it, realized attractive and kind of used that.
Okay.
I guess there's some types in there too, but it also showed the intelligence of that entity. So it was
Interesting.
really interesting.
I'm gonna check it out.
I'm just ecstatic that I finally got my video working. So just don't mind me as I do a Snoopy happy dance back here. So
Now, James, you got what all streaming mechanisms you got going on right now?
All right. So see you guys. See Toby and John. The guy comes in late, and now he wants to.
I heard part of it, but you're wearing a Meerkat shirt and you're broadcasting on Periscope, right?
Here's what's going on. Hold on. I got Eric Burks that's trying to call in right now, and I don't know why he's calling in instead of coming in through the Hangout. So
He's old school.
that's right. I'm putting you on blast right there online. So the deal is, I tried to start up I got Meerkat, which I wanted to run. I wanted to represent by wearing my little Meerkat shirt, but it's not working. So instead, I got Periscope running. Shouts out to Periscope. How you guys doing? I see it. I know. Give me some love. Give me some love right there. Give me some. Come on now. Boom. There we go. I got Hang With running. We love Hang With as well, so we got that going. We got a good few folks out there as well. Oh, we got some more folks now. Loving it. Got Google, what is this, Hangouts running, and then we've got, what is this other platform? I keep forgetting the name. Crowdcast. So Crowdcast is actually the platform that's running on the site right now. But I think I've got a little too much technology going at one time, which is why I keep falling off. But it is what it is, and we're here. You know, the four. Now? What do you got? Okay, I don't know what you got there. Now, what app is that you're running?
That's you on Periscope.
That's me on Periscope. How you doing? Right.
I'm going to do that on Meerkat.
We're getting so meta here.
We are. You know, and I don't know what's become of us here this new year. I'll have to add this to my next year's resolutions. You know, I've already said that I won't take a selfie. I won't take any pictures of food. My next resolution will be limit the amount of live social streaming platforms that I take advantage of. So that's what's happening, man. That's what's going on. We're bleeding edge beta testing some products here and some platforms. But let me get to movies because I got one that I got to talk about that I didn't like at all. Didn't like it at all. Actually, I fell asleep in the movie. We went to see that damn Minions. All right. Took the kids to that, and nobody was speaking English, which is, it's cool, but they weren't speaking a real language. Right, they were just talking Minion, and the movie was cute, right? Everybody was wearing yellow, but I gave it 2 thumbs down because I fell asleep. We went to Studio Movie Grill. That was the only good thing about it. Told me if you don't know, Studio Movie Grill is a place out here that allows you to, you can order food right in the theater. You can order drinks if you want to, and boom, you're sitting right there, plush seats, and you can watch a movie. That was the only thing that was good about it, man. I had house margarita and I took a nap.
That place is great.
Yeah. We have a couple, I think, around here. We went to one in Minnesota before we left. That was pretty good, though.
But I had to throw that out there. I did not like that flick at all. Won't be going back and seeing it. I don't know what I liked though. What films recently I like? I gotta think about that now. I just definitely wanted to say about the one that I did not like. I definitely wanted to pull that one up out of the sky. Cognizant of time, though, as well. Gentlemen, we were going to run for an hour, so we still got about 8-10 minutes here. A couple other folks that we're going to jump online. So, if you guys need to jump off, that's all good. Toby, I know it's 11 o'clock here on your side, so I'm gonna. And John, I know you got stuff to grade and all, so we can still continue to talk. You guys know me; I don't never sleep. I'm gonna be awake forever. I had a few topics that we wanted to talk about. There was another contributor who was going to come online, and we were going to talk about drones and quadcopters and things like that. Because I've got one, and he's got one, and the topic, the question was going to be: are they becoming a menace? To society now. There are folks that are using them for the wrong reasons. We've got fires that are happening here in the California area, and folks are flying their drones across the fire breaks and not allowing firefighters to actually do their job. So, they're doing a lot of peeping toms on folks, things like that. So they're not using the technology the way that I think it should be. I'm actually following the assembly bill because I want to actually get my FAA license to commercially fly this thing for video and photography and things of that nature.
It's really
I think your guys' input on that, on that whole technology.
I got something to say. I'm next, John.
No, he's got something to say. He's got something on his mind. Turn this up.
We're trying to develop a drone class for our undergrad and graduate program. Couple of funny things have to happen first. We've got to put them through ground school. They've got to become aviators.
Yes.
Wow.
First, and then they have to learn how to tell a story by getting good pictures. That's very left and right brain. That's 2 different people. Some people can be very good at the technique of flying an aircraft, but then there's the journalist or the storyteller part that's looking for the great shot. And we're really excited about it. We've got a couple of hoops to go through, but we literally have to offer aviation ground school at a college.
Yes, yeah, I like that. I'd love to be involved in some kind of way. I'd sit in a room or whatever the case may be, because that's exactly the point, right? If you're going to do this professionally, if you're going to do this seriously, and again, not be that menace, go get certified, go take the test, or understand what you can and cannot do, right, from the legal perspective. There's no law yet, but there is that assembly bill that's in place. And I've got the whole thing printed out here, and I've gone through it. But it's a whole different mentality. How do you capture a shot from one side, from a video perspective and a photo perspective, and then how do you fly this thing without running into a light pole or somebody's car or something like that? So, Lance, what you got? You wanted to speak on it?
I don't want to misreport this, but when I'm on, I end up watching headline news in the morning. And yesterday morning, there was a story about somebody flew a drone over a prison and dropped like a bag of drugs. And it started a little riot, and then they couldn't figure out what was going on. They did a search, and they found this bag of drugs and stuff. Apparently, someone flew over and dropped some stuff in the yard. And you're just talking about the misuse of the technology. I mean, there's a good example of it right there. Someone's starting up a little preemptive Amazon drop service, right? So
Right.
Little dime bag being dropped from above, and again, there it is right there. The misuse of this. I think something that's overarchingly that can be good and something that we need to take advantage of. But again, you got knuckleheads in everything that you do and everywhere you go, man. But
yeah, I gotta say,
used in sports a lot too, right?
Yeah, I gotta say, like, a lot of the stuff I've seen you shoot with your, the cameras on the drones that you have, it's just incredible. It gives you access to places you can't go on foot, and you can get just some amazing shots out there. So from the positive side, I've just seen some just beautiful, incredible images that people have done with that technology. So that part's pretty cool.
I mean, can you imagine Caitlyn Jenner driving down the 405 with about 6 different drones right above her car? I mean, can you imagine how crazy this could be if there's not regulation? It could be, it could be sad and tragic like Diana,
Yeah.
You know what? I think a little side business, if you want to start one up, would be like anti-drone technology. Like zap, knock them out of the sky.
Force field.
Those would be selling like hotcakes in Hollywood.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
You figure paparazzi is gonna figure out some kind of way to use them now, because I would be surprised if news outlets or quote unquote news outlets like TMZ and all those guys would start using that stuff just to get stories.
All right. I mean, we covered a couple of events around here, and especially like CES last year. I almost brought my drone. I was supposed to go to Drone Expo in Las Vegas in August. Well, in a couple of weeks, but not going. But the plan was to take it there and fly it off at the Las Vegas Convention Center. I don't know if that would have been nice, or I would have gotten ticketed, or gotten approached by the police. but again, that's what's happening now. Folks are taking advantage of this technology and using it, hopefully more for the good than for the detriment of themselves. But they'll be.
There's always going to be bad actors in anything, but there's probably more potential good than bad that will come from this. It's another angle, it's another shot, it's another way to tell a story. It'll be interesting to see how it plays out.
Yeah.
Now, we did use drones during our football games for just kind of a videography type deal, just to have something for the end of the year type shots for the kids and the parents, and it turned out pretty well, though.
See, but you got to watch that too, because you can't necessarily take photos of crowds, and especially when you start putting kids on video and then putting that on the internet. Right. There's that gray area that's coming, because some parent may say, Coach Hill, you got my kid on YouTube. Did I give you permission for that? And
right.
You monetize that, and put an ad on that video. Am I going to get paid for that as well? So there's a lot of gray stuff that's happening, but I don't know. I'm gonna keep shooting though. I'm gonna keep shooting.
Oh yeah.
Couple more questions. Thanks again, gentlemen, for hanging in with us. Looks like my hang with session has ended at 60 minutes, but Lance, that's something new, because before I was only authorized for 30 minutes. So it looks like they've upgraded me to a whole hour, which is I
And
like
they
that.
just
So I
introduced
appreciate
some,
you guys for that. Appreciate you guys for that.
Yeah, Hangwith also introduced some new features. I don't have them listed here in front of me, but they did some stuff with. I think you can actually charge ticket prices.
Yes.
Some like
Yeah,
a micropayment
digital tickets. So
process.
next time we do this, we'll be charging.
Right.
I'll give all the the on-air personalities though. I'll give you the promo
To
code.
charge us to be here.
Yeah, thank you very much.
$50 to join, ladies and gentlemen. $50 each, and we'll split it and buy some sculpin or buy some scotch or something.
That sounds good to me.
Hey, wait a minute. Speaking of drinks, hey Lance, I'm not getting in trouble with you. This is coffee, right? About 8 months ago, you guys, when we did a show, I kind of got in trouble here by my counterpart, Mr. Lance Dillon here. I was hitting the scotch or something, hitting it pretty hard too while on camera, and he was like, "Hey, this is
It's a question of branding, right? What you want your branding to be. Now
this is straight.
I don't know what's in that cup, but all right, you say coffee. That's cool.
The Starbucks cup. I don't know what's in it, but this is straight coffee bean. Man, that leads right into seriously one of the last two questions. I'm gonna leave that one for the last. No, I'll go and ask it. And it was mixology. What is that drink of choice? Isn't it funny how this thing just start moving into each other? Almost like it's planned that way. I'm a single malt Scotch guy. Just came back from Ireland about a month ago, and got the opportunity of going over to the Jameson factory and getting some stuff right there from the motherland. So I'm on cloud 9 with that stuff right from the oak barrels. That's my beverage of choice. John, what you drinking over there, John?
I could have just repeated exactly what you said, word for word, because I'm right with you there. And we're going to try and go to Ireland in the spring.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Tell Sandy give us a call, because we know where to go. We know you got to drive on the other side of the car, on the other side of the road. We'll tell you exactly where to go. And
I'll talk to you offline, and we'll get it figured out. Thank you.
See how we collaborate and coordinate, gentlemen. This is what we do. This is family right here. This is not just for folks, just random. I'm looking right into the Periscope screen right now, so excuse me. This is how we get down here on ITN, ITN Live, right? We got folks here, we talking, and it's family. Chime in. I don't see any questions coming in on this side. I see questions coming in over here. What's going on, Periscope? You mad because I'm wearing the Meerkat shirt? All right. Toby, I know you. So, but let's talk about what you drinking, man. And, I like your style. I like your style.
I haven't been really heavy on anything, to be honest with you.
See, and I like that. I like the man who knows how to abstain. You athlete though, man. You athlete though. You doing those kinds of things. You taking good care of the body and everything. I play football with you, a little, just tag and just play, but you still run pretty quick.
I have to do something every once in a while to keep up with the young guys there, but not too much there.
Yeah,
I tell them I'm done playing. It's their turn.
You coach though. Good teacher for them though. Lance, I know you got something in the stash.
I got eclectic tastes, right?
Yes,
so
you do.
One day it could be, a nice wine. One day could be some scotch. I'll say I have gained an appreciation for a good scotch over the last few years, hanging out with people like yourself. I like the Jameson's is good. Big fan of the Kraken spiced rum.
Oh, shouts out to the Kraken and
yeah, shouts out to one of our friends out there, the Proxima Spirits folks. But like I said, I vary, but I say mostly it's usually darker stuff. I'm not really big on like vodka and gin, stuff like that. So, and then I like to try a bunch of different types of beers. The small breweries, different types of IPAs, kind of the hoppy stuff. But Yeah, so it varies. It just depends on what we're doing and what the mood dictates. So.
You know, if it's Monday, we drink this. If it's Monday evening, we drink that. Well, sorry,
Yeah.
sorry. No. And speaking of which, you know, I invited that I won't mention their names, but that contact that we have, who is was it Proximity or Proxim Spirits?
You're great with names tonight.
Yeah, he declined. So I didn't take it personally, but I'll make sure that they're online next time to talk to us about the tequilas and the spiced rums and things of that nature, to educate the crowd. Educate. That's what we do. Last question that I had kind of tagged was, you guys know I'm a Mac guy. I'm Apple. I've been drinking the Kool-Aid for about 10 years. So I don't have this issue, but Windows 10 upgrade. I've been watching some of the other trade blogs and things that are happening on the tech side, and I just hear folks are just having performance issues. Let me just I'll call it that. Have you guys had any problems upgrading to Windows 10 on your? You obviously haven't done it on any business systems because nobody's crazy enough to go to Windows 10 yet on the business side. But on any of your personal systems, you guys had any issues with that?
I've got the license to upgrade. I usually use iOS at work and at home here. I've got an iPad too, but I've got a Windows laptop.
Yeah.
That I can do some heavier lifting, but I'm just going to wait for the bugs to get worked out. I'll wait 6 more months.
Oh wow.
Not in a hurry because I have heard there's a lot of screw ups. And normally I'm happy to opt in early, but these sound very difficult, and my laptop works beautifully right now, so maybe I just wait on that for a while. I don't have these issues with iOS, so.
Yeah, there we go. We don't have these kind of issues. Yeah, I don't know what that was that you were holding up there, Lance. What is that? Some type of Pentium?
That's the Lenovo Yoga. I'm waiting for the upgrade. But I will say that I was talking to a consultant this week, and he had upgraded, and he loved it. And I like the new UI. They took that grid that they had on 8.1 that took up the whole screen.
Yeah.
And they made it a little bit more like the former Windows versions, where that grid will pop up, but more like when you tap the lower left, like the Windows icon, it'll pop up, and you can, you see that grid. Those, I can't remember what they call it, what their name for it is, and you can customize that. But I found that to be more natural, mainly because I've been on Windows for years and years. I don't like the 8.1 interface, but I haven't heard of the performance issues. I haven't been really following it that much, but I'm just waiting for my download to come in. So, and I'll upgrade, and then hopefully next time we get together, we can talk about what my experience has been directly. But the UI looks nice.
Okay.
Cool.
What about you? You get a chance to do
I
anything?
hadn't really been following it either, but one thing that we are looking into, especially as a staff, we're getting ready to use like some Mac Airs for like on the sideline viewing of film. So the kids can, like, the second they come off either offense or defense, we can watch film right there on the sideline. So we're going to have a TV set up for them to be able to watch the plays, and all of them be able to look at it at the same time. And our offensive line coach was really into the Mac Air and just using the Apple stuff. So he's really big into the Apple stuff.
That's interesting.
I'm curious, Coach. You might not have unlimited resources, but have you ever had your quarterbacks do any virtual reality stuff, read progressions, get on a virtual field to practice?
No, we haven't. We probably, with our setup now, because we're not necessarily a small high school, but like you said, we don't have that unlimited budget. But I'm sure our quarterback coach would probably love to do something of that nature. Because I know when I was in Minnesota, we'd always have almost like the GoPro, the small camera, to put on the side of their helmet, and it had audio going too, so you could see exactly what they were saying in the huddle, how they were reacting to the things, and what they were looking at. Because a lot of times they think they're looking at one thing, and their head and eyes are focused on other things. So it's kind of helps them out to understand what they're looking at, what their read progression is supposed to be, and it made them a lot better.
It's interesting that you say you're completely focused on the Mac platform, right? NFL uses Surfaces, and I don't think they like them, to be honest with you. I just think that Microsoft cut them a fantastic deal, and that's what they use. But I think they want to go back to iPads as well. 'Cause I remember when we first got those services, all the moderators and everybody was calling them iPads anyway. But
Right.
that's interesting.
But
Brandon.
that's what we use to film on the field, like during the game.
Yeah.
We'll have our regular cameras set up at the top of the stadium, but like on the field, our trainers or our film guys and girls will be using iPads to film everything, and that's what they load everything up to huddle in.
Yeah, Lance, I don't know if you got a chance to catch it. We were talking with Toby's coach right here. Coaching of the running backs. This is a man that's on the scene.
Nice.
Knows exactly. Oh my goodness! Look, Lord, we've got some riffraff joining here.
Yeah, hey, I got Burks in here.
Down, but yeah, like I was saying, Toby actually coaches the running backs and actual track, so he's deeply ingrained in terms of what's happening at the collegiate level. With college or high school?
High school now.
Okay.
Ever since I moved back to Georgia, it's been high school.
Okay.
I'd love to get back to the college level. I'm kind of trying to work my way back up there, but it's kind of one of those things to where coaching is a fluid business there. So it's kind of one of those things you're in 1 minute, out the next.
Understand.
But
I
you guys
gotta ask a running back
Pittsburgh.
question. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was saying you guys don't have that problem in Pittsburgh because they've only had 2 other coaches aside from Chuck Noll.
That's right. That's all we needed. We just need Thomas.
Exactly.
So
we're going back to Pittsburgh. That's cool.
We gave it.
Hey, I gotta ask, what do you think about Bell calling himself Juice?
Wow.
That name's been taken, right?
Right. So I don't necessarily know if he wants that name though, with everything that comes with it. Though.
Don't do it.
I mean, the kid looks strong, but I'm like, do you want that name?
Yeah.
Good luck,
Yeah.
ladies.
It's got a little baggage with it.
Oh yeah, it's got a lot of baggage with it.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm excited for the season.
Here we are, bottom of the ninth. I'll say the fourth quarter. The sports analogy, but then here this guy comes joining in, and shaved all his hair off. Introduce yourself to the panel. I think 3 out of 4 know you, but talk to us there, young man in blue. Oh my God, he's on mute. You on mute? Oh my, just party foul. Oh,
And he's out.
And he leaves again.
he just
Oh man.
he did. He straight left. Oh my God.
There he is.
There he is. Trying to get his
what is
hoodie,
that?
got the mic in.
Hey, where's the rest of your
I don't
shirt?
know what that video was there.
Hey
But-
man, your arms fell off your shirt.
John, but you see, this is like I said, this is what we do, right? Just ad lib, have a few questions, bounce back and forth. I mean, have fun for about an hour, and then we do it again every 2 weeks. But we're bringing this back, bringing ITN Live back, and this is the kind of dialogue. So hopefully, it'll continue to get better. Let's keep inviting folks, and I bet around the bush there a little bit long there. You ready now, there, man in blue? Oh my God, he's still on mute.
Oh my goodness. You need one of these IK Multimedia iRig HD microphones.
I'll use this opportunity to back out myself, but it was nice talking to you guys. And James, we need to catch up. I just wanted to see your face and hear what you had to say, and good on you.
Thank you, sir. Talk to you soon. We'll talk more about those travel plans and some other things. Be well. Say goodnight to the family for us.
All right, you got it. Bye, everybody.
Take care.
See you, John.
Eric, you there?
And he can't get it going.
You can't get it going. Well, that is our Los Angeles-based entertainment editor there for Infotainment News. Seems to be having some technical issues with his entertainment functionality. Oh my God, what did he do?
He just muted it.
What's he doing?
I don't know.
He's trying everything.
Look at him. talking to himself. You know what? We're not gonna stop the show just because. Thank you for joining. I know you can hear us because you're motioning. There was a couple other folks that couldn't join as well. I'm gonna try to figure out exactly what is going on and why. It was a bit of a challenge for folks to get on, and if we need to limit the technology that we're using, we'll do that. But I still think Periscope and or Meerkat, and I like the Hang With action. But we'll figure something out for the next time. So you gotta wait for if folks want to get in touch with you. I mean, you're a man of the people, but you got like a Twitter account or something, man. Come on, you got something.
Yeah, I should there because I had one kid that was just strictly on Twitter because like a lot of kids, their phone gets cut off. They at least use the Wi-Fi, so they're on Twitter and doing everything else. But I try to avoid Twitter as much as I can just because it's too much mess on Twitter going on.
But see, you got to channel your information though. You got to get just the right stuff. Stay away from. There's a lot of noise out there. Stay away from the noise.
I know it is.
We'll get something though. I'll make sure you're invited as well next time. I sent out kind of a blast this evening, but I'll make sure you're specifically targeted, man. So appreciate you, sir.
Appreciate it.
Lance, Skilland, I know you got a couple of social media platforms for getting in touch with you. Talk to us. Where can we catch you at?
Yeah, and they're all linked up. They all should be pretty much the same address. So it's at LA Gilliland1. That's LAGILLILAND1. Yes, that's really long, but that's my name. So
and don't forget that.
Check us out. Actually, you go to infotainmentnews.net. I'm there. You can find links to all my social media stuff there. So if you check us out, you'll find me. Thank you.
Awesome, man. And I will put in these closing show notes, I'll actually put links to everybody's stuff. So actually, what school were you at again, man? Now coaching?
Allatoona High School. ALLATOONA.
Man, you got a lot of letters in yours too, man.
Yeah.
So, all right, Eric. I see you got your lower third. Have you got your audio fixed yet? No.
I was gonna say you got my LinkedIn stuff, right?
Yeah. I definitely got that. Let me put Eric on the main screen so you can see his name there. Your audio seems to still be off, sir. That's terrible. That's terrible. This is bad luck. Bad luck. May have to cut you loose. No. Thank you for joining E as well, man. I'll put your contact information as well. I know you are doing some big things. I saw you posted a little trailer video of your Universal Studios trip online. So I know you're doing some big things from a videography perspective, and we want to continue to support that as well. So thank you, sir, for coming on tonight. Folks, hang with Google, Periscope. Hold on. I'm gonna get this name right one time. Crowdcast. Man, I'm gonna get this name right. I promise you guys. Thank you guys for sticking with us. It was a little rough just at the beginning, but we'll get it taken care of next time. I'm James Hicks from Hicks New Media, and we are broadcasting ITN Live here on infotainmentnews.net right now. We will be doing this back on a recurring basis. It's been a while since we've had this going. Hell, it's probably since the last football season. I don't know why that seems to be the turning point for us, but we'll get back to about a 2-week schedule or something to make sure we got some regularity. But you catch me, as you see in my lower third there, at James Hicks on Twitter, and that's also my handle for a lot of other things on social as well. So with that being said, peace, you guys. Thanks again. Have a great night.
You guys have a great night.